Happy New Year to all of you for making it in 2026. 2025 is gone, and I want to say that we all want to say thank you very much to God for making time for us to see 2026. It was all our desire to see 2026, and indeed, the Lord has been good to all of us. If you agree with me that the Lord has been good to us and He has given us another chance to live a fruitful life in the whole of 2026, please let's show some appreciation to our dear Lord by saying thank you. Type thank you in the chat box. Please type thank you in the chat box for God giving us the opportunity to see 2026. A fresh year, a fresh start, a reset of our mind, our businesses, a reset of everything that concerns us as far as our success on this planet Earth is concerned. Please type in the chat box, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. If you have another religion that you want to actually also type a thank you to that God, well, it's up to you. Please do that for us as well. I'm very grateful because 2025 was an amazing year for me. It was a year of real testing and real personal, I won't say stress, but a time of testing actually. And I really thank God that I was able to sail through the whole of 2025 with all the ups and downs, with all the disappointment, with the many successes, and with even the many new doors that the Lord opened to me into different markets and different organizations and all that. I am very grateful to God. I remember I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and he said something to me that really touched my heart. And I want to see if it's also going to touch your heart also. We're sitting down together and we're trying to appreciate what God had done for us for 2025. And he said to me, TK, you know what? I said, tell me. Then he said to me that, do you know that in 2024, I was drinking sachet water? Listen to this. In 2024, he was drinking sachet water with his family in the house. And in 2025, he told himself, one of the goals that he set was that he wants to drink a higher version of the water. I mean, what he meant was that to upgrade the kind of water that they drink. I'm not saying sachet water is bad, but he said that in 2025, from 1st January to 31st of December 2025, they did not ever drink sachet water in their house. They drank bottled water. When he said initially, I felt like, nah, Eden. But later on, thinking through it, if you take the cost of even just sachet water, the sack itself, and then you take the cost of one carton of bottled water, the price alone is a big difference, right? But for him, it was like an upgrade of how he's taking care of his family, the kind of health benefit he's bringing to his family. And he said that in 2024, he was drinking sachet water, and the whole of 2025, every single time that anybody in his family wanted to drink water, they drank bottled water. I don't think this is to be taken for granted. I don't think so. I don't think so. Initially, when he said it, I felt like, oh, nah, it ain't. But thinking through it carefully, I realized that this guy has been too meticulous to understand what God has done for him in the whole of 2025. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? We'll do a little bit about that before we even go to our discussion tonight. What are you grateful for 2025? We've gathered here every Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. And the purpose for us gathering every Thursday is for us to educate ourselves, is to empower ourselves, is to see what we can do, what we can learn, what experiences can we share, who can come to teach us some bits of business or personal leadership that can help us to be able to build our businesses in a way that would bring predictable income to us for us to live better lives. And last year, God was merciful to us. We did so well. God gave us a grace, gave us the opportunity that we're able to sail through the whole of 2025 with every Thursday meetings. And I'm sure there are many, many people who have benefited from this program. Personally, the people who have called me and told me what they've learned over the whole of 2025. I mean, I can't say much about that. But all that I can say is that we thank you all very much and we thank God for how far you've brought us through 2025. But just before we go to talk about our topic today, 2026, my year, your year of self-leadership, team productivity, and business growth. I'll come to explain the topic a bit. But before we jump into that topic, I would want us briefly, just type in the chat box what you are grateful for in 2025. What are you grateful for? My friend says that he's grateful to God because he now drinks bottled water. He doesn't drink sachet water. Please, if you are drinking sachet water, I'm not saying it's bad. No, I beg you, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm only sharing somebody's experience and somebody's level of gratitude. He's grateful. What are you grateful for? Please type in the chat box. I want to see that. Please type what you are grateful for in the chat box. I want to see, and let's see what God has done for us in 2025. You did an amazing job last year, Doc. God bless you and raise you to greater heights. Thank you very much, Felix. I'm grateful. Grateful for everything, Lord. Abigail, yes, I know you are grateful, but what one thing? Is there any specific thing you can be grateful for? This our dear friend says that he's grateful because God has given him the chance to drink bottled water, but not sachet water. What are you grateful for? What one thing? I'll say one of mine. When I did a list of the many things I'm grateful to God, I mean, I had a list of about, I think it was about 82 different specific items, but I just want to share one of them. Last year, from January to December 2025, I flew in and out of Ghana by air, 48 times. 48 times. Accra, Kumasi, Accra, Kumasi, Accra, Kumasi, Accra, Tamale, Kumasi. I know Accra, Kumasi, Accra, Tamale, Tamale, Accra, Kumasi. I went through this cycle 48 times, 48 flights. It was this same year, may their soul rest in perfect peace. It was in this same year that some of our dear gallant people, citizens of this country, flew. They didn't go back home. May the Lord keep their soul and bring them peace. But whilst that happened to other people, I flew in and out of Kumasi to Accra to Tamale back and forth 48 times. If I add out of Liberia, in and out of Liberia, I flew 50 times. I went out, I came in peacefully. No headache, no sickness, no nothing. There are people who sit in a plane and when they get down, for 3 days, they are sick. They call it jet lag. I did all that. Nothing happened to me. And I'm here. I'm here right here with you. Staying here in 2026 and saying, Lord, we thank you. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? 50 times. I mean, I'm sure people have done way much more than that. But for me, at this level, 50 times I'm grateful. I am very, very grateful to God. How did I pay for the bills to fly in and out? I don't know. How did I fly in? I didn't fly the plane myself. There were pilots who were flying us. But how God gave us the grace to fly out and fly in peacefully, took off peacefully, landed safely, even though there were times, honestly, I mean, there were times that the plane landed, we feel like, Charlie, this is why they, if like, do be God, you will be dead. We see the plane has landed wrongly. I keep from saying, boom, but I'm okay. But in all this, the Lord kept us. From January 1st up to today, honestly, I mean, I think it started around 30th or 31st night or thereabout. I don't, for some of whatever reason, I've been extremely sober and quiet. I don't know what's happening to me. But every time that I get quiet, what comes to my mind is that I'm only thinking back in 2025, thanking God for all that He did for me in 2025. In 2025, what are you grateful for? Let me see what you have here. Well, Abigail says that grateful for the opportunity to upskill myself in series of courses. Thank you very much, Abigail. We are grateful to God for that. Faustina says that God bless you, Doc. Through you, I was able to purchase a Pragya tricycle last year around October, and I'm grateful it's working for me, and I am chasing out massively. Oh, wow, cashing out massively. Whoa, this is great. Edestina, we thank God for this. So you are now a business owner. You are an owner of Abuboya. You are a guy. You are a guy. You are a big guy. Sarah says that I'm grateful I came across this community. It has been an eye-opener. Interested. Sarah, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. And I'm not surprised you are here. You are here because you found value in all that we've done for 2025. I'm grateful to God for being alive. I survived a couple of accidents. Whoa. God has been grateful. I also thank God for some wonderful friends who keep me going. Yeah, Felix, that's great. Accident. Seriously, my friend, if you have never gone through an accident, I mean, somebody will say this lightly and will feel that, no, this one is not be anything. I beg you, it be something. The last, I think, was latter part of November. I was driving and one of these, I don't know which one's Abubo, yeah, the yellow one or the bucket one. The guy came by my side and just hit by my bumper on the front. And me were shame, you know, Charlie. And I can't imagine people going through accidents and they survive all the trauma that they go through before the car even lands. If you survive all that, fellas, I'm grateful with you to God. I'm grateful to God for all that He has done for us. Great. Let me see who else I've put something here. I'm grateful to God for I wasn't admitted in hospital for once in 2025. This is nice. I like this. For the whole of 2025, he wasn't admitted at the hospital. And in fact, Alfred, I shared this with you because when I was writing the 86 items for what I'm grateful to God for, one of the things that I wrote down was that in my family, nobody was hospitalized. In fact, nobody went to the hospital last year. Nobody went to the hospital. Or just this normal headache, cold here and there. You go and buy some paracetamol, some small drugs and things, and you're okay. You just kick back again. You keep going. Nobody was hospitalized. Nobody actually went to the hospital. Fellas, Alfred, I agree with you. Do you know how much it costs somebody to go to hospital every single week, every single month, every single quarter? Especially if the NHIS doesn't cover the cost of your bills. Can you imagine if you're going to the hospital? Not the cost only, but even the inconveniencing, the loss of business, the loss of friends, the loss of activity that could have brought you some income or something like that. Well, we should be grateful, my friends. We are grateful. Alfred, and thank you so much for that one as well. We are grateful to God because we here at Hyper, God has been merciful to us, extremely merciful to us. He's done so much for us. I mean, for me, last year, the kind of doors that were opening to us, I can't say enough. Can't say enough. There was a training program, I'll share this as well. There was a training program that I put a proposal to get to do for one of these very big companies, an FMCG company in this country. So I put a proposal out to them, trying to give them some leadership, strategic leadership training. And what happened was that my price was the lowest. My price was the lowest. But one of the people in the HR department called me and started interviewing me. Are you Dr. Pinbokodia? I said yes. On your CV, you say you're a lecturer. I said yes. But you have a consulting business. I said yes. And I asked the person what exactly is the reason why she's calling me. And she said that, well, they were sitting together to discuss our proposal. And one of the comments that came up for the which reason she's calling me is that the committee that's deciding which company comes to train the staff is concerned about me because they think that people in academia who have PhDs and they teach in the university are book long. They are theoretical. They only talk theory. They've never practiced anything. So they are worried. But somebody said that they should give me a chance for her to call me to discuss with me what I've done and what things I can do to prove to them that I can really do the job. I said, why not? Then back and forth. We ended the call. And then later on, she called me and said, they've given me the deal, but on one condition, that I'll deliver to their standard. And I thought it was a closed deal. But later on, they called me back and said that they've canceled my deal. Fortunately for me, there was somebody in-house in that company that was my student some years ago. So I don't know how he came to my name or my proposal or the company name or something like that. He called me and said that, he doesn't understand what is going on because the proposal that they are considering 3 proposals. One person quoted almost close to 100,000 Ghana cedis for a 1 week, no, like a 3 day, no, it was a 5-day training program, like a 1 week, almost 100,000 Ghana cedis. Another person quoted almost another 65,000, and I quoted 35,000. So he doesn't see why they're not giving me the deal, but they're trying to consider the other people, even though they're expensive. I said, well, grace abounds. And he told me that he heard from Grapevine that the people think that I'm book long, I'm a PhD holder, I'm a lecturer in the university, and as a result of that, I can't deliver. So when he said, I said, you shouldn't worry. Well, if they give it to me, I'll go for it. But if they don't give it to me, I'll prove them something wrong. So later on, this lady who called me earlier on called me and said that unfortunately they could not give me the deal. But what do I want to say? What can I say? I said, well, if you didn't give me the deal, it's your decision to make. But there's one thing I want to say. I would want to come and do this program for free, pro bono. I mean, I'm not going to charge you my 35,000 Ghana cedi for the 5 days. But after the training program, we'll do the pre-training assessment and we'll do the post-training evaluation. After we've done that and I send them the report, and they themselves can do their own evaluation of the training. If for any reason the members or the participants in the training programs score me, I usually score myself between 1 to 10. If they score me anything above 7.5, whatever I'm asking for, they'll pay me times 2. They really laughed on the phone. She laughed. I'm sure she felt I was ridiculous. I said, that's it, madam, I'm serious. If you would allow me, I'll come and do this program for free. But if for whatever reason, the people rate me 7.5 out of 10, whatever I'm asking you, pay me times 2. And say, okay, let me go and discuss with my people. And in fact, that's what happened. They did a training program. We did it. In fact, it was supposed to be 5 days. We did it for 3 days instead of the 5 days. And then they themselves shared their own pre-training assessment. And then they also shared another form for their post-training evaluation. So they did their own independently. I did mine also independently. So basically, it's what I do independently that I used to do the post-training report for the company. So I did mine independently. They did this. I didn't even know they were DDS. My dear friends, I'm grateful to God. You know what happened? My evaluation that I did, the total score I got was 8.3. And then I sent my report, and I stated clearly in my cover letter that based on my discussion, blah, 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 about what we discussed, my condition for doing this for free still holds. As a result, please find attached my invoice. And I sent an invoice attached of 70,000 Ghana cedis. I sent it to them. Then 3 days later, they call me on the Zoom meeting. You know how much they scored? From their side of the evaluation that they did, the people scored me 9.1. Now, what happened then was that they have to now come back to negotiate with me if we should still go ahead and pay the ×2 or pay the same amount I was asking for. I did not take the ×2. I took the same amount of money I was asking for. Do you know why I'm saying this? I'm saying it not to brag, but not to say that I'm any superhuman person. But the point is that we must believe in what we do and do it with excellence. The result will always show. For that, I'm grateful. This year, this company has signed us on every quarter. We have a training program with them every single quarter for the rest of the year. So now, before the year has even started, we have a contract with them for 4 training programs for the whole year. And this is what I want to share with us tonight on the topic 2026, my year of personal leadership or self-leadership, team productivity, and business growth. I am grateful. I am grateful. And if I could mention the name of this company to you, and you know the level of this company, and then me getting in there and impressing them and doing something that really blew their mind, that they want me to come back again, or they want Hypack to come back again, my dear friends, you see where God is taking all of us. But the point is that we must be grateful for the little things God has done for us. We must be grateful. We must be grateful. We must be grateful. And I remember one of the participants in the training program called me after the training program and said, TK, do you have a book? I said, no, I don't have a book. He said, no, TK, you have to write a book. And somebody's microphone is on. I said, no, I don't have a book, but this person is encouraging me to actually write a book. And I'm going to work on that maybe. Maybe I need to write a book because there's so much we have learned, so much we have known, and so much experience we have gathered over the years that if it's possible, we could put that together in a document that people can have. But one thing I can assure all of us in this call is that this year, we are going to have our own online course that you can take on your own, practical hands-on courses with your own workbook that you can learn on your own and be able to build your business. That I assure you is going to happen. All right. Who else wants to say something about how grateful you are? What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? If we are all grateful to God for having brought us through 2025 into 2026, today is the 8th of January 2026. If we are all grateful to God, can we please all show some emoji to God? God is not on this call with us. You can't see his name here, but he's listening to us. Please, let's show some emojis to God for having brought us through 2025. Please, let's show it as we go on to this. Let's show some love. Let's show some love to God. Show some great love to God. Emojis. All the emojis, God, we are grateful. We are grateful to you for giving us this opportunity to see 2026, to continue with the work you have entrusted to us, for us to live a better life, and most importantly, to help other people with the gift and talents you have given to us. We are grateful, and I'm personally very, very grateful. To God be all the glory. All right. Now let's come back to our topic for tonight. 2026, my year, your year of self-leadership or personal leadership, team productivity, and business growth. How did I come to use this topic? I was thinking through what 2026 would be like for all of us, especially for we here at Hypack Services, what 2026 is going to be for us. And I kept thinking and asking God, what do you want us to do this year? And this statement came to my mind like a trance: self-leadership, team productivity, and business growth. And even with the business growth, I would even add to it personal growth. So personal leadership or self-leadership, team productivity, and self-growth or personal growth and business growth, both are going to happen to us. And thinking through it and trying to understand what exactly this meant to me, all that came to mind was that if we don't lead ourselves, we can't lead our companies. If we can't take care of ourselves, we can't take care of our company. If we can't find a way to take absolute control of me, of you yourself as a human being, as who you are, it's going to be very difficult for us to take care of our team and our business for 2026. 2026, like every other year, is not going to be as easy as it is. It is not going to be. It's a full 365 days ahead of us. full of ups and downs, full of disappointment, full of excitement, full of opportunities, full of disappointment, full of problems, and full of all kinds of things. But the survivor individual, the survivor business would be that individual or that be that company that is leading themselves as individuals first and then lead the whole organization together. And that's what I want to talk about. We have to lead ourselves. We need to know ourselves and be able to take ourselves out there and show up. We need to show up. Can you imagine today, somebody calls me and say that they are going to play maybe a tournament, a football tournament, and they ask me to go and play football. Me, I'm sure I won't play more than 5 minutes and I'll collapse on the field because I don't have that capacity. I'm not a footballer. I don't do football. I don't play football. I don't train as a footballer. It means that in that area of football, I have not led myself to be able to take charge of that. But let's say that somebody calls me today, right now, as we are in here, and said, TK, there's a program at the Kumasi Sports Stadium or the Accra Sports Stadium or whatever sports stadium. It's full of thousands of people. The whole stadium is full of 50,000 people in that area. Please go and talk about entrepreneurship. Go and talk about business. Go and talk about small business. I would run like I'm crazy. Just show up there and do it because all things being equal, I've led myself in the area of entrepreneurship, marketing, business development, and then small business leadership. Have you led yourself over the years? And what are you doing this year? So when we say self-leadership, what does it mean? It is the ability for you as an individual or me as an individual to take absolute control of my thoughts, of my skills development, of my ability to show up and deliver. With everything we need to be able to do that. That's personal leadership. The ability for you to show up. The ability that you can show up and deliver without question. Especially in your space where you are known for. In the space that you have the skill set. In the space that you have come to understand that this is where I play. This is the game that I play. That's self-leadership or personal leadership. You are not giving excuses for your faults. You are not giving excuses for what you are not being able to do. You are not blaming people for anything else. You are taking absolute control. And you are saying to yourself that if it has to be, it is up to me. If it has to be that I have to feed my family, it's up to me. If it has to be that I have to pay my kids' school fees, it is up to me. If it has to be that I have to pay my own personal school fees, it is up to me. If it has to be that I have to be strong enough, energized enough to be able to step out there and show up, do the things that I have to do, it is up to me. Unfortunately, nobody can do it for you. Unfortunately, I can't go to the gym and do press up for you to get stronger whilst I do the press up for you. It's not possible. It's not possible. And I'm just encouraging all of us that in 2026, as entrepreneurs, as small business owners, as people who have started a journey of entrepreneurship, we have to take control of ourselves and show up. Because you can trust me on this. Opportunities are going to show up in your face. I'm telling you. Opportunities are going to just show up in your face. Now, when the opportunity comes in, are you prepared for it? And I wouldn't want us to be the adage or what Les Brown, one of the American motivational speakers, said in one of his books, Lead the Field. You have to be hungry. He said that it is better to be prepared and not have the opportunity than have the opportunity and not be prepared. I repeat. Les Brown says that it is better to be prepared and not have any opportunity than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. In fact, for me, it's a disaster. What Les Brown is saying is that as individuals, we must prepare ourselves so well and get ready so well, knowing what we are doing, having a skill set, have that high level energy, be determined that when an opportunity comes your way that you have to take advantage of and build something, you shouldn't give excuses. No. You shouldn't give excuses. Especially in an area where you want to go. And as in an area where you want to play, you should not give excuses. And that's my decision this year. You shouldn't. It is better to be prepared, to be ready, mental capacity, emotional stability, physical endurance, to be able to take advantage of opportunities, to be prepared, than to have an opportunity and you're not ready. And I'll give an example right now. Let's say somebody comes to me right now as we are speaking and says that, TK, I need somebody who can type 40 words per minute on the keyboard without making any mistake and not looking on the keyboard. Number two, ability to speak fluently 2 languages, probably English and French, plus local languages. And number three, having a driver's license, and number 4, have a passport. These are 5 critical criteria this person is giving me. And I'm willing to employ this person as my PA, and I'm going to pay the person 10,000 Ghana cedis every month. How many of us on this call qualifies for this, especially if you're in that space? Ability to speak multiple languages, ability to type 40 words per minute on a keyboard and looking on a keyboard, ability to do whatever. I mean, I've forgotten the other thing that I said. But this guy is asking for specific qualifications, specific skill set that will set you apart. That if the person wants to employ you at 10,000 Ghana cedis a month. If you have all those skills, it means that based on Les Brown's statement, you are prepared. The opportunity has come. You take advantage of that and you do well. That's what he's saying. It means that you are prepared and the opportunity has come. You take advantage and you are good to go. 10K a month, you are good to go. But the other side of it is that if we are here on the call, are not ready for that kind of opportunity, we are not ready for it. We can't speak multiple languages. We can't type on the we can't type on the keyboard without making mistakes. We can probably just type 5 words per minute on the keyboard, which is very possible for all of us on the call. It means that we're not ready. All that I'm trying to say is that in 2026, every one of us in this community is going to be exposed to very, very juicy, profitable, productive opportunities. But are you ready for those opportunities? If you are not, today is a calling, it's a clarion call for you. Get yourself ready. Lead yourself. Lead yourself to be able to take advantage of these opportunities that are going to come to you. And as entrepreneurs, we might take it lightly, but trust me, it's going to get to a point that things are going to be very, very good for you. But do you have the energy? Do you have the capacity? Do you have the skill set? Do you have the leverage? Do you have the strategic relationship that you have built over the years that you are going to take advantage of all the opportunities that are going to come your way in 2026? It's a chance I want to give you. Now, how do you lead yourself? You lead yourself, number 1, by setting very, very clear personal and business goals for personal goals for yourself and business goals for your organization as well. It doesn't matter how it is. So for our friend, for example, who has just bought Abubu Yao Pragya, you have to set goals. Maybe your goal is to probably have another tricycle this year to make it 2. That's a clear goal you must set. Leading yourself comes with you being very, very clear about what you want to have in this year. And in trying to set these goals, there are about 3 or 4 things I would like to share with you. Number 1, what are the things that you want to have in 2026? What are the things you want to have? I want to have certain things. There are something, in fact, one of the things I want to have this year is to buy a brand new MacBook Pro 2025 model. I want to hold one this year. MacBook Pro 14-inch 2025 model. I've written it down. I want to have it. And the day that I wrote that thing down, honestly, I got some excitement in me. Hey, wow, I'm going to have a MacBook Pro 2025 model. I got excited. If you set goals that are congruent with what you do and what you want to have, it gives you excitement. It gives you some joy. It gives you some desire to even do more. What do you want to have in 2025? Sorry, 2026. 2026. The next thing you must be also looking at in terms of your personal goals you are setting is that who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be here means that if people mention your name, what should click with them? When somebody mention your name, TK, when somebody mention your name, Chinua Kodia, somebody mention your name, Alfred, somebody mention your name, Adams, somebody mention your name, Abigail, somebody mention your name, who else can I even call? Sewa, somebody mention your name, Felix. What should rank in the minds of the people who are calling you? Something should connect. In 2026, if they are calling people who know entrepreneurship and are able to help people build their businesses, people who can help people build business through marketing, people who can help people, businesses and entrepreneurs to start their own businesses and maybe help them to structure their own businesses, I want Hypack and my name to show up. That's a selfish personal decision. It's selfish. Nobody can take it away from me. So it means that whatever it's going to take for me to get to that level, I must do it. And I'm going to share some few thoughts with you. What do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Now, the first one, what you want to have. You must list all the things you want to have. I was talking to one of my friends and he says that one of the things you want to have is to have to live in a gated community. I said, whoa, bro, how much is a gated community? How much is it costing right now? And currently in Kumasi, the average one is going for 2.5 million. 2.5 million Ghana cedis. I said, Masa, do you have 2.5 million to move to a gated community? He says, Sticky, I don't have it all, but I'll move to a gated community. He has even moved further to have gone to one of the very nice gated community around the Apatapa area. He's going to take a photograph of the area, printed it colored, and has pasted in his living room. You know what he's doing? He's gradually programming his mind, seeing that gated community and moving in there one day. And I pray for him, and I'm working with him that to this year, 2026, he'll move to the gated community and we'll have a house party together in that house. We'll take photographs and come and share with you and say that somebody wrote something that he wants to have. And indeed, he has been able to make it and got it. What do you want to have? And who do you want to be? Again, the third thing you may want to ask yourself in leading yourself in 2026 is, where do you want to go? What are the places that you want to go? Are there places that you have desired all these years to go that you have never been there before? For me, Singapore and Malaysia. Yeah. I've heard about this Singapore place, Malaysia place. I hear it be nice place. I hear that the Singapore, for example, is a very expensive town. But actually, I went online and looked at some few things around Singapore and Malaysia. I said, whoa, this place is nice. I want to go there this year. So if you have plane ticket that you don't want to use, please, a day, come give me. I will take it and go there. If you are really enjoying what we are talking about now, again, I'll just ask you, please type enjoy in the chat box for us. Please type enjoy. Type enjoy in the chat box as we move on with this. Type enjoy in there. Okay, so where do you want to go? Somebody would say that I've never been to Accra before. I want to go to Accra. It will shock you to know that there are people in this town called Kumasi who have never been to Accra. It will be an exciting thing to do for somebody. Somebody might be living in Accra. The person has never been to Kumasi. It could be an opportunity to be in Kumasi. I was talking to recently a lady that we're trying to talk to, and she's never been to Kumasi. She's 32 years. 32. She's never been to Kumasi before. How about if she decides that this year, I want to come to Kumasi, come and eat fufu. I hear the Kumasi fufu kind of, come and eat fufu. Take photographs and go back. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to be? And the final thing about you, looking at what really want to strike you this year, as far as leading yourself, is what impact do you want to make? What impact? 4 things. What impact? What impact? What can you pick somebody and make a meaning in the person's life? What impact do you want to make? Do you want to leave a legacy in yourself in 2026? So that come December 2026 or come January 2027, you will comfortably sit there and say, God, I thank you for giving me the opportunity to help this boy go to school. God, I thank you for giving me the opportunity for me to help this girl take care of herself. God, I thank you for helping me to help this family to eat every single day. And I learned this from one of my friends that I was speaking to during the Christmas holidays. He was saying that every month, Charlie, people are doing things. So every month, she buys a bag of this small rice. I don't know how many kilograms it is. You know, the one that has a small bag. Every month, he buys one bag of rice, buys 1 gallon of oil, buy 6 tins of geisha, that's not sardine, the other one. You know what I'm talking about. And buys 1 chicken, and give it to a family. The wife lost the husband. The wife has 3 kids. And this guy said that for the past 18 months, so that means that from 2024 thereabout, up to the whole of 2025, every single month he takes out money out of his salary, buys rice, buys actually also add a crate of egg to it. So every month he gives the family a bag of rice, that small bag, 1 crate of egg, 6 tins of the geisha tin, and then 1 gallon of oil and 1 chicken every single month to this family. I said, what? And I said, why do you do this? He says that since he got to know that the man died and the woman is taking care of 3 kids, and the woman is not really doing a good job, so it's quite difficult for her. Every month when he takes his salary, after he's giving his chop money to his family, to his wife to take care of his family, every single month he himself go to the market, buys these stuff and give it to the woman. I said, hey, people are making impact. I said, me too, this year, I go do so. I'll find my own way of doing something. 2026, what impact do you want to make as an entrepreneur? And these are the little things that we do that God uses that to bless us. What impact are you going to make? So in terms of leading yourself, which is the ability for you to take absolute control of who yourself as a human being and living a life that you desire to live. That's self-leadership, personal leadership. Being conscious, being intentional about your life. 4 things you must look at. 1, what do you want to have? 2, who do you want to be? 3, where do you want to go? And then number 4, what impact do you want to leave as an entrepreneur in 2026? That is for you to do. I have done mine, and I'm happy I did. Now, it is proven that if anybody is able to lead him or herself as an individual, and because you're in absolute control of who you are as a person, you are directly able to lead other people as well. So, for example, if let's say you are a group of 4 people, and every one of them, of the members in the group, are leading themselves, taking charge of these 4 areas, what they want to have, what they want to do, who they want to be, what impact they want to make. All the 4, each person in the group is doing the same thing. You know what's going to happen? Eventually, the team will see themselves as a collective team, a collective powerful force, impacting and doing better things for the people, for ourselves and for everybody else. Again, it means that team productivity would only come when the individuals in the group are able to lead themselves. So if one person in the group is leading me or herself, and the rest are not doing it, what that means is that it's going to get to a point that the whole load will be on the person who is leading himself, and the other people are going to struggle. In that case, there will not be productivity. There will not be growth. There will not be excitement. There will not be joy. So for all of us on the call today, I'm asking you, the people in your team, we haven't done ours yet. We are going to sit down and say, what am I going to do myself as TK? What are you going to do yourself as Lizzie? What are you going to do yourself as Lovelace? What are you going to do as who? Whoever we are in our team, we are going to decide what we want to do in 2026 to lead ourselves, and together we can live together as an organization and move and have productivity, have performance. And you know what happens? The moment the group or the team is productive, what happens to the business then? The business grows. Eventually, business grows. There's no blame game. Everybody is fully responsible. So I wake up every morning, and if you are reading the book, if you're doing something, you prepare a proposal, you are doing it with your whole heart to the point where you say that if it has to be in this organization, it's up to me. I am saying that, you are saying that, she is saying that, he is saying that. And because every one of us are doing the same thing, determined with intentionality and doing the same thing, you know what's going to happen? Eventually, we will not end the first quarter. The team will start seeing the growth and the productivity that's in there. And that's what I want to share with you, my friends. Self-leadership, individual, it leads to team leadership. It means that everybody in the group is leading themselves. And then eventually, the team being productive will lead to the growth of the business. And then most importantly, because the team is growing, the individual is growing, and the business is growing, you yourself will feel that you're also growing. You will be growing. Now, when my friend told me about how he's taking care of this widow, giving them rice every month and egg and all those ones every month, then I thought he was doing it alone. You know what happened? He said to me that one time they were talking in the house with his wife and the kids. They were just having some conversation, and then he told the wife that's what he's doing to help that woman, an elderly woman in the community where he lives. And the woman said, "Oh, anyway, I didn't mean sure." That's what the wife said. Did you know that the wife also started doing something similar for somebody else that the husband also didn't know? So now the man was doing something to help somebody. The wife was also doing something to help somebody else. Individually, they have decided to lead themselves without permission from any of them. Without permission. And that's what we are talking about. Can you decide without coercion? Can you decide as an individual without any force on you to say that I am also going to do this no matter what to help somebody else? So now, because the two of them are doing it, the two couple, the husband and the wife, are helping people, and together things are going well. And let me tell you what happened. So the guy, what happened to the lady? We didn't say it about, but we're talking about the guy. The guy said that on the 1st of January, they were in the house with the kids. They were all there, first year, New Year, they were home, not doing anything much. And then somebody knocked the gate. So they went to open it, and it was this woman with her 3 kids coming to visit, well-dressed. The kids are well-dressed, and they came in there just to come and visit. So they came in, they sat down, and they were talking. And after a while, the woman got up of the seat and said, my friend is called George. Got up and said, Uncle George, the person may casting for a catch show. So he got up and said, okay, Mama, Assemble. The woman got up, stood up, while the others were sitting down, and then went back and knelt down in front of George and the wife and said, Uncle George, and you wanka, and you know Busia, nka fi we say, nka boja nke ndibi. Ye ndibi, nye se bia ebe wo. Ye ndibi, because we would have felt that my kids can have chicken, can have egg, and feel that, yes, we're having Christmas. My friend George told me that before the woman could sit down, he started having some tears dropping out of his eyes. This is tears of joy. And I'm sure this thing that this woman said, heaven has heard it. And heaven is going to bless George and the family. All the protection they're getting, God will bless it. What impact are you making in 2026? What do you want to have in 2026? Who do you want to be in 2026? This is a question I'm asking you. It's not a rhetorical question. It's a question you have to go and act on. And I'm sure many of us have set our goals and all that. But what I'm saying is that in addition to all that you have said, as an entrepreneur, as a business person, as an individual who do not even have a business, please think about these 4 things. That's the first point of self-leadership. If you want to live 2026 powerful, number 1, set clear goals for yourself and maybe for your business as well. Number 2, once you have set these goals, I would urge you, my friends, one of the second thing that you must do to lead yourself in 2026 is self-development. Self-development. You must develop yourself. We must acquire the skills. We must have that skill set that makes us so different and be able to show up and execute whatever we are doing with passion, with energy, with joy, with commitment, that people would see that this guy knows what he's doing. And as a result of that, we like him. And I remember last year, I had a seminar, I went for a seminar in Accra, and the guy who was speaking to us said that he said this, people will do business with you, one, when they know you, they like you, and they trust you. The only time they will trust you is when you have delivered something with excellence. Are you developing the skills to be the best air conditioner repairer? Are you developing the skills to become the best coach, the consultant, the trainer that you want to be? Are you developing your skills to be the best secretary in your office? Learning how to type fast, knowing all the key AI softwares and platforms that you can use to make your work much more efficient, faster, and much more professional. Are you learning those things? You are a secretary and you are still typing A, when B, when C, when K, when no way, it's not going to happen for you, my friends. You are a baker and you bake with no excellence. No, people are not going to take you serious. I mean, we bought a cake and for one of our friends' birthday on the 26th birthday, 26th December, the person's birthday, we bought a cake. And then when we opened the cake, honestly, my dear friends, I was shocked. I don't know how this thing got into the cake. There was a plastic, if you can see this plastic, something like this. It was a small plastic, wasn't big, it was a small plastic. It was as white as this one. Plastic. We found plastic in the cake. In the cake. Plastic. So in fact, it was one of my friends who was eating the cake and saw it. Charlie, most the cake. I didn't cake. In fact, when he said it, all of us were eating the cake, we stopped. So we want to check indeed it was true. And yes, we picked out that plastic from the cake and we saw it was plastic. And I'll ask all of you here, do you think we continued to eat the cake? No. I picked all the cake together and went outside and threw it in the dustbin. And let me ask you again, do you think I would ever go and buy cake from this person again? That's the end. If I mention the person's name right now, I'll kill the business forever. But what I've done is that I actually took a photo of the plastic that was in the cake, went to the person's shop and told them, Master, this is what we found in the cake. Please sit up. Pay attention to detail. If you want to build a business that will last, this thing must stop. I advised him. And because he took my advice, I won't mention the company's name. I will learn the skill set to be able to build a business and do it well. Self-education, self-development. And how are you going to do this self-development? Number 1, please attend Build to Last every Thursday evening. This year is going to be powerful. The kind of topics we line up and the kind of friends we have lined up to speak to us every Thursday will blow your mind. This year, 50 editions. Every year has 52 weeks. 2 weeks will not do. And these 2 weeks will be in Easter and then in Christmas. The rest of the weeks, every single week, we're going to be here and we're going to give you thought-provoking topics that will build your business to last. So I will urge you, if you want to start self-development, please join us every Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. and share the link. I would urge all of us, every one of us, please find a way to bring one person every week. Find someone who has a business. Let a person come here and join us. Let's share ideas together and see how we can build our businesses and let it last. If we are making sense so far, and you think that whatever we are saying makes sense to you, and it can make your 2026 a better year for you, a year that you are leading yourself, leading your team for productivity and building your business growth, please type in the chat box productivity. Please type productivity in the chat box. Please type productivity in the chat box as we go on. So attend, if you want to have that self-development, please attend Build to Last every Thursday. Number 2, find books that are related to your business and start reading. My dear friends, I have started mine. I've lined up 24 books I'm going to read this year. One of them is this, Instruction. Second one is a business coach. The third one is Scale. The fourth one is School of Money. These are the books I've lined up. I'll show you. I'm not lying to all of you. These are the books. I've lined all of them up. I've lined up 24 books I'm going to read this year. These books, I'm going to read all of them. Plus minimal. I can show you all of them. These are books I've read before. Some of them I've read them twice and third time and all that. I'm going to read all of them again. 24 books, 2026. I'm going to read them. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because the only way I can lead others is to lead myself. Simple. As simple as that. The only way I can show up every Thursday like this and share some thoughts with you, and you share some thoughts with me, is when I've developed myself. I've learned something in my head that I can translate and break it down for us to now help our businesses to grow. Number two, this year, I'm going to take 12 online courses, paid for online courses. I'm going to go to LinkedIn Learning and buy courses there. I'm going to go to Udemy and buy courses there. 12 courses. And all these courses are in line with entrepreneurship, are in line with leadership, are in line with marketing, are in line with the small businesses. What are you doing? And the easiest way to learn some of these things, if you don't want to pay for it, our dear friend YouTube is the best place to go, my friends. It's so amazing. Sometimes I feel like I don't have enough time to even learn the things I can learn from LinkedIn, from YouTube. I just don't know. You can ask my colleagues here. When I'm here, I'm watching something on YouTube. When I'm driving something on YouTube, in the house, something on YouTube. Every time I'm on YouTube learning, all that is costing me a small amount of data and small amount of time every single day. And I wasn't surprised when this year, YouTube would give you your yearly statistics. I don't know if some of you have seen that before. I want to see what YouTube told me this year. Every year, if you use YouTube a lot, YouTube would bring you some statistics to tell you how much time you have spent on YouTube. And I was happy when I saw the result. I was very happy. I will look for it and show you quickly. I was very happy. It showed me the areas that I was watching. Oh, where is this? Let me quickly look at this. Let me see this. Let me see this. Let me see this. Let me see it. Let me see this. Oh, I can't find this. It showed me, and the topmost item that I've been watching this whole year is on self-development and business videos. I've seen it. I've seen it. Okay, I've seen it. Your top interest. This is it. If you can see it, this is it. This is my top interest. YouTube showed me. So the first one was business growth strategies. The second one was leadership development. The third one was spiritual teachings. The fourth one was entertainment and movies. And the fifth one was motivational speeches. This one YouTube gave me. I was like, wow. So whilst I'm watching all those on YouTube, you are monitoring me. I thank you for giving me that. And then even gave me specific people that I was following. So it showed me I'm following Koinonia, SBS Connect. One of the music I was listening to most was Stephen, I can't mention the other name, Stephanie Gas, and some other people as well. And I was happy because at least I did not spend my money on data. I did not spend my money on just stay on YouTube doing nothing. I was learning. It showed me all these photos of people that I've been following. Okay. So my dear friend, what I'm saying is that please, 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 please be intentional in 2026. Be intentional. Read the books. Attend Build to Last every Thursday. Buy the online courses. Use YouTube. So that's the second one. The first one is setting self goals. The first one is setting your goals. The second one is self-development. And the third one, I will ask you, my dear friends, is self-care. Take care of yourself, my dear friends. Take care of yourself. We cannot achieve all that we want to achieve, the things we want to have, who we want to be, the place we want to go, and all that. We cannot do it if you don't have the health. I'll beg you, 2026, self-health care is extremely important. Last year, I messed up a bit. A lot. I mean, no, not too much. I think I was cool, but I realized that the goals that I set for myself to take care of my health, I missed some of them. And when I did my evaluation of myself, what I did for 2025, I was a bit sad because there were things I could have easily done. So, for example, in 2025, I said to myself that I was going to play 3 times tennis every week. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. And then go to the gym Tuesday and Thursdays. I wasn't able to do the gym. I played the tennis. Gym, I never stepped. I think I stepped there in January and February, and that was it. I didn't go. But I was sad because, I mean, I could easily combine the two. I did the tennis I did. I had my racket in my car, so I can go and play tennis anytime that I want. Daytime, when the guys are there, I'll just go and play. In the evenings, when I close from work, I'll go and do. Sometimes in the morning, so I go and do. That one I tried. But for the gym there, like I couldn't do it. This year, I'm born again guy this year. So what goals are you setting for yourself? What specific activities are you going to do for yourself for this year to take care of your health? Please engage in some exercises. I beg you. Engage in some exercises. Number two, if you have the resources, please go to your medical doctor and do a thorough medical checkup. Today, science have advanced. The medical doctors can easily determine certain traits of disease that are showing up so they can kill it faster before it even gets on you. So this year, for example, I'm going to do 2 thorough medical checkups. This month, January, I am going to do a thorough medical checkup. Check my heartbeat, check my spleen, check my cholesterol, check my sugar, check my prostate, check all those ones to see how healthy I am. So if for whatever reason, something shows up, which is not going to show up anyway because I'm praying also, I will take care of it before it even gets worse. What activities are you going to do? And number 3, in terms of self-help, self-care, I'll beg you, please, let's drink a lot of water. Water is medicine. I noticed that last year, so because I was traveling in and out a lot by plane and all that, I used to have some sharp headaches and things like that. So one time I was speaking to one of my friends and he said to me that, "Tik, anytime you have headache, just start drinking a lot of water. And when you drink more water and it still persists with a headache, they mean that there's something else that is causing the pain." But interestingly, every time that I had a little slight headache and I sat down a bit or I slept a bit and I drank a lot of water afterwards, honestly, my dear friends, every time it went off, even including today. Today I came to the office trying to prepare for this one. I had a little headache. I just drank some water, lay down a little bit, and I'm okay. Full energy again. So I see that this issue about drinking water as a therapy is extremely important. My dear friends, entrepreneurs, let us drink water. And my dear friend, what's the guy's name? I've got Nketia, has moved from sachet water to bottled water. I'm happy for you, Nketia. Please, when you buy one carton for me too. And I'm very glad that you do. You did that for me as well. Okay. So let's do some checkup, thorough medical checkup to see who we are, especially for our ladies also. I think they do something on their breast to check their breast cancer and cervical cancer and all that. Please, let's just go and check it to see how well you are. Okay. And then also we talked about exercising. But the last thing about self-care is about your thoughts. And something happened to me, I think, Sunday and Monday. Something happened and I felt a little bitter about what actually happened around me. Somebody said something to me, it really hit me. So I started thinking about it. And honestly, my dear friends, anytime that I start thinking about what my friend told me, I naturally becomes depressed. So my thoughts were controlling my emotions, and my emotions were controlling what I do. And I remember, I think on the 31st or 30th, I came to the office. The thought of what this guy said to me was running through my head. I came here and Lizzie would bear me out. I didn't talk the whole day. I was standing outside and all that I was thinking about was this stupid thing that this guy told me. And I was like, why would this guy's thing be? So anytime I think about it, it worries me. So I also come to realize that one of the things that can really slow us down in 2026 is our thoughts, what we think about. And I think the Bible even says that we become what we think about. As a man thinketh, so he is. As we think, so we become. I would beg all of us, please, on this call today, please be careful what you think about. And I think it was on Wednesday or so, no, I think it was Tuesday. I woke up early in the morning, I said to myself, why would I allow what somebody has said to me, be bringing me down and making me like depressed? Everybody, and all my friends were asking me, Tikada, now. I'm not sick. But a stupid thing somebody told me is running through my head. And because I'm thinking about that, I've become what the guy has told me. I said to me, no way. This stupid thing must stop. It must stop. So what I'm advising all of us to do in 2026, let us fill our mind with the right thoughts. Thoughts of positivity. Thoughts that are going to lift us up. And I was talking to somebody, a person said that anytime that you feel depressed, anytime that you feel that you are down and things are not going well for you, and what they are thinking about is affecting you, find your best music and start playing and singing along with it. The best music, play it and sing along with it. You're only trying to replace those negative thoughts with a positive mindset that would get you going again. to energize you, to move you. Otherwise, my dear friends, it's going to affect us. And I know what I'm talking about. The whole day I was here, I didn't speak to anybody. I think apart from coming in the office and say hello to those who were here and all that, the whole day I didn't talk to anybody else. And I remember I went to stand outside on the veranda for the whole day. Then I made it. I said, you'll be a catcher, and I'm a and I was like, why would this guy say this to me? Just thinking about those stupid things. And meanwhile, I'm sure this guy who told me this, whatever he told me, I'm sure he was enjoying his beer somewhere, enjoying his family. And me, I'm here, I'm sick, I'm sad, and I'm tired. And people are seeing that I'm depressed. Oh, no way, no way, no way. It's gone. I have deleted it. I actually called my friend this morning and asked him how he was doing. I was trying to feel if I would feel that same bitterness I was feeling. It's gone. I've deleted it. Because please, if we don't take care of ourselves, people will take care of us. And we're going to be in trouble. In 2026, control your thoughts. And I like what one of these pastors said. I think Joshua Selman says that we must fill our mind with thoughts of Christ and thoughts of God, which means that we should be able to find Bible quotations or some quotation that excite us, that builds us up, that energizes us to be who we really are. And that's the only way we can live our life even better. My dear friends, that is my thoughts. Those are my thoughts about 2026, self-leadership, team productivity, and then business and personal growth. If we can lead ourselves by setting very clear goals for ourselves, and these goals would be who you want to be, what you want to have, where you want to go, and what impact you want to make. And number two, self-development. Improving your skill set, improving your capacity, making you stronger and better than last year. Building your mental capacity, mental transformation, learning new things, becoming the best of you, becoming the best person that you really want to be. By developing yourself, going for the seminars, attending Build to Last every Thursday, watching you proper YouTube videos that align with your business, reading the books, buying the online courses. By developing your skills, so you become an excellent person in that area. And then number three, self-care, taking care of your health, because we need that energy. We need our health to be able to create the wealth that you are looking for. If we can do these three things, eventually together as a team, we become productive. And eventually together as a team, we'll grow ourselves as individuals and grow the business as a group. And I'm sure 2026, 2027 will come back again, the first edition of 2027, and come to share testimony and say, this is how far the Lord has brought us, and we are grateful unto him. That's my thought. I've taken charge of mine. I'm determined to move on. As an entrepreneur, combining full-time university teaching and combining it with this side business called Hypack Services, coming here every Thursday to work with you, doing all kinds of things. The only way I think I can live a very fruitful 2026 is to do these three things. One, self-goals. Set clear goals for yourself and your business. Number two, self-development. Develop yourself. I mean, about what you do, and I said what you can make yourself as a better person. And then self-care, taking care of your health. The final one that I will add up is your spirituality. I think to be able to now get all these things done together well, to bring it together in combo, to be able to execute and do it well, we need to constantly be praying. We need to go to God on our knees every single day and ask God, please, these are my thoughts, these are my words, these are my plans. Please bless it for us. And I'm sure the God who has brought us this far will never leave us alone. He would always guide us to make sure that we're able to achieve what we want to achieve. Let us pray every day. Let us commit our ways unto him. Let us ask him for his guidance, his power, his strength, his wisdom every single day when we wake up. And I'm sure he's a loving God. He's a loving Father. The Father who has promised to be with us every single day, even in times of trouble. He'll guide us through 2026. And I'm sure we'll come back and say hallelujah. To God be all the glory. This is what I want to share with you.